Good day, viewers. Welcome to another edition of the Daily Strange Stories. I'm John Brown. Our lead story for today. Kidnappers in South Africa now use this new evil strategy to get extortion payment fast. In a heartbreaking development, kidnappings in South Africa have taken a sinister new direction. Criminals are reportedly using the cloth abuse of their victims as a horrifying tool to expedite ransom payments. As kidnappings surge across the nation, these perpetrators are allegedly creating recordings of these inhumane acts and sending them to the victims' families, adding another layer of trauma to an already desperate situation. Reports indicate that in one instance, a video surfaced, purportedly recorded in Mpumalanga in April 2025, showing a Muslim woman praying while being violated by her abductor. In another gruesome recording, two naked and terrified women were subjected to inhumane acts. A third video allegedly depicted a man's bedroom anaconda vomiting its seeds on a blindfolded male victim. These videos, which have been handed over to the police, highlight the depravity of the situation. It is understood that the Muslim woman and the male victim were eventually released after ransom payments were made. However, the case involving the two women remains under investigation. According to Colonel Ishmael Dorwood, who heads the police's National Anti-Kidnapping Unit, the use of recordings of the cloth abuse of kidnapped victims is becoming increasingly common. He noted that while rough treatment of victims had been seen in the past, the frequency of these bedroom acts of abuse has risen sharply over the last year or two. The authorities fear that this trend will continue as kidnappers believe it is an effective way to pressure families into quickly paying ransoms. Colonel Dorwood expressed deep concern about the long-term psychological impact on the victims, acknowledging that even trained professionals like himself and his team are deeply affected by what they witness. In the case of the praying woman, the kidnappers initially demanded 200,000 rand but ultimately accepted 14,000 rand. The abductors of the male victim initially asked for $5 million, approximately 90 million rand, but negotiations led to the family paying an undisclosed amount. Official police crime statistics reveal a worrying increase in kidnappings in South Africa over the past decade, more than tripling from 5,000 in 2014-2015 to 17,000 in 2024. Recent quarterly crime statistics released on Friday, the 23rd of May 2025, showed a further increase of 6.8% between January and March 2025. Amidst this grim reality, a partnership between the police and a private security company, Vision Tactical, is reportedly yielding positive results. Colonel Dorwood highlighted that between January 2024 and May 2025, nearly 100 victims were saved, with only one loss. This particular case involved a victim who tragically died of a heart attack, believed to have been caused by torture inflicted by the kidnappers, despite the police being close to a rescue. Vision Tactical's involvement has significantly enhanced the police unit's capabilities, particularly in areas such as cyber investigations, tracing, and access to license plate recognition cameras. Yazin Teba, a director at Vision Tactical, stated that since the 1st of January 2024, the company has collaborated with the police on 94 kidnapping-related incidents. Of the 98 individuals involved, all but one were either rescued or released after ransom payments were facilitated. The total ransom amount demanded during this period was almost 700 million rand, with 3.8 million rand disbursed under controlled conditions to secure the victim's release. An additional 5.2 million rand was used for recovery efforts and intelligence gathering, and 1.2 million rand in funds were recovered. This collaboration has also led to 168 arrests and the seizure of 48 vehicles and 37 illegal firearms. Colonel Dorwood categorizes kidnappings into two main types, those involving substantial ransom demands and express kidnappings. The former are typically well-planned operations involving multiple individuals, while the latter are often opportunistic crimes where victims are quickly seized and exchanged for smaller ransoms, sometimes as little as 1,000 rand. Kidnapping for ransom often reveals a network of underlying criminal activities, including the use of stolen vehicles and weapons. The Anti-Kidnapping Unit is dedicated to combating the rising cases of kidnapping, with each member deeply committed to their work. Colonel Dorwood emphasizes the emotional toll of the job but stresses the importance of using that emotion to fuel their determination to find victims and bring kidnappers to justice. Thank you for watching this news video. We'd love to hear what you think about this story, so please leave your comments below. We read them all and appreciate your insights. Join us again in our next strange story. Until then, goodbye.